Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Oh! The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Blocks the low heavy. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Reads their mind and techs the throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. Slips the grab. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Takes a trip. Down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's the level 1. Breaking with them. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Big low reaching heavy. Checks him with the boom. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They're at the center of this somersault kick. Stops them cold. Breaks those shins. Knockdown and sonic boom. Blocks the low heavy and drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Connects with medium kick. Very slick with the combo. This can lead to some big damage. Closes in, somersault kick to take them head on. Excellent block. What a finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sonic boom! Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when the opponent can't jump them. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Jump in finds the mark. Next up, these two fighters are perfectly synced. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Parries the projectile. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? Big counter. Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Next hit will end the round. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Shows the medium kick. Doesn't miss a beat. Oh, they're in the corner. It's a good spot to use the super. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Sonic boom! Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Connects with medium kick. Somersault kick. Going in. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. The low heavy's blocked. Luminous kick. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Gets scooped from down low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Checks him with the boom. Looking for a chance. Hit anti-air in the clutch. Rolls out the Sobot. Uses their drive gauge. Medium kick. Perfect input on the sonic boom. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Jump, cross-up attack. Boots him and takes a swing. They are not getting close to each other. Out of range, relatively safe. The pace of the round is going to pick. Uh-oh, Devil Song. Gotta do better than that. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Burns out. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Here comes the corner pressure. Free flow strikes. Player one can't win this without pulling the trigger. Oh my, the protect. A real test of nerves here. Medium kick. Boom! 20 seconds left on the clock. Feel that pressure. This round may end with a timeout. Can either fighter hunker down and close anti-air in the clutch? We're down to 10 here. What are they gonna do? Who's gonna clutch? Are you kidding me? Player two has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with the kick. The throw missed. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player two chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Did well to get the buff in there. Okay, creating some space here. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Life lead opens up. Sonic boom! The pressure is so... That was a well-placed projectile. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Time for a drink. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Their drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Checks them with the boom. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Will this super art connect? Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one can't let their drive gauge. Experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two will look to apply pressure. Hits them with his free flow. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. This can lead to some big damage. Life lead is there, but Devil Song. They gotta go for it while they're buffed. Burnout dissipates. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Let's loose a boom. What's next? Flatlines up. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Clutch anti-air. Checks him with the boom. Zones with the fireball. Sonic boom. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Boom! Player one has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Neither fighter is showing knock them out of the air. Looking for a hold. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. the low kick. Low heavy, but no go. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Sees the overhead coming. Good medium poke. Sticks out a kick. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player 2, all in with a rush. A real test of nerves here. How did they reach that strong hit? It is over. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sonic Boom. Gets scooped from down low. Goes to the overdrive. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for the throw. Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Low heavy. All right, what's coming up next? No more drive gauge. Feeling out the spacing. Blocks the low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Taking stock. Throws out a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead is open. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has to complete ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Of course I'd win.
Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Sonic Boom. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Holds out with the block. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Takes a trip. Player 1 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Perfect move. Breaks those shins. Knockdown and? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Or are we gonna see a comeback here? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start quick. Can this drive bring them back? Jumps in. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 with, oh my god, what a process. Flatlines in. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Boom! Who's going to steal this win? Sonic Boom. There's an overdrive on. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Check in with the Luminous. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Bends the mirror and breaks the seal. Time for shenanigans. What now? Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player 1 may be able to closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Handily escapes the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Blocks the low heavy. The low is denied. Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Drive reversals can get you out of tough jams like that. Spends gauge to hit back with the reversal. Projectile to try and change the situation. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big, low, reaching heavy. Takes a trip. Brushes off the impact. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sonic Boom! Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Checks him with the boom. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Sonic Boom! Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Perfect input on the Sonic Boom Devil Song! They gotta go for it while they're buffed. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Checks him with the boom. Their drive gauges are looking dead, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Springs forward with the drive rush. A real test of Whoa! Critical art now? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Blocks the low heavy. Low kicks are a no-go. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to get some. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Somersault kick! All right, what's coming up next? Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Sonic Boom! Drive reversal. Spend some drive gauge on the reversal. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Gets the jump in. Checks him with the boom. How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Drops him hard. Sonic Boom. Can this drive bring them back? Pokes with a medium kick. Let's loose a boom. Boom. Low heavy, but no go. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will bends it on the fireball. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Checks him with the boom. Zones with the fireball. Sonic Boom. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Looking for anti-air in the clutch. Both sides getting ready. The low block. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory? This is flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. Solid throw tech. Brushes off the throw. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Trips them on. Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Low heavy. Knockdown. Sticks the combo. Taking stock. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Devil Song! They gotta go for it while they're bucked. They saw a path and they took it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Checks him with the boom. Dashes forward. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. They return to center stage. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Sonic Boom. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Gets the combo. The low kick hits. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. There's a burnout. Let's in with the Luminous. He closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Nails the NTF. Still slugging it out here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player 1 chases them down. Holds out with the block. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Sonic Boom! The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Grabs them. Taking stock. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. There's an overdrive art. Looking for a chance. Medium kick hit. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Gets them with the anti-air. Life lead is there, but no! Critical art now? Gotta do better than that. Hanging on for dear life. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Fantastic reactions there. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. That was a solid anti-air. Goes for the fireballs. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. The low is denied. Did well to get the buff in. Takes a trip. Hits with the overhead. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining, heats it up with a combo into super. What a finish. Great lead in the life gauge there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Sonic Boom. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Going in. Up for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? They were expecting that drive-in time. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. A quick breather. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Checks him with the boom. Their spacing is so on point right now. Reversal! Sonic boom! Their will to win is really being tested, experiencing burnout. Gets him with a Euro step. Boom! One chance here, make love tap to close it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight!
Let's loose a boom! Checks him with the boom. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Pokes with a medium kick. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. In with the Luminous. With Super Arc Lynch. What's next? Sonic boom. Nice fireball. Let's loose a boom. They are not getting close to each other. Low heavy, but no go. Reversal. Both are ready to cross up with the Devil Song. Swagger punch. Oh, burns out. Player one may be able to. Oh, it's enough. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time for a drink. Shows a medium kick. Sonic boom. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Projectile to try and change the situation. KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Sonic boom! Long low attack hits. Perfect input on the Sonic boom. Checks him with the boom. Medium kick. Hits him with his free throw. Player one has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blitz first? What'll happen here? Player two needs to use the threat of hit them with a stop and bomb. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's the level one, breaking with some serious style. Knockdown and goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Low heavy. A quick breather. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They're in range. We connect with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my, gets him with a Euro step. Boom! Uh-oh, Devil Song. Burns out. You'll cut that boy off, he's had too much. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Nobody blink. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.